Have you found it a bit of a challenge to know how to be visible, when to be visible, how to really show up during these times? I mean, many of us haven't lived through a time like this before. So if you've wondered, how are they doing that, or what are other people doing, then definitely check out the Monday Motivation, which is pinned to the top of this page. But here today on live at 11:45, excuse the bad the bad title, we're going to be talking about what you can do to raise your own visibility, to make your business, your products, your services to be that little bit more visible, even when it doesn't look like it's the norm or possible or something else like that. So I'm going to share with you 3 ways, and here's why I'm going to share this. I too was affected by the pandemic and what happened in lockdown in March. And for some reason, and some of the reasons that I'm going to share with you right now, for some reason I decided to do just some of the things that I'm sharing with you today on this broadcast, and it came good. But not only did it come good for me, it came good for a lot of other people as well. And literally on a daily basis I will get messages here on the page. I'll get requests, can you help come and speak to my group about this thing, and it's always to do with being visible. So I'm not immune. However, here are 3 really useful things, and it was a struggle to pick 3 because there are a few more that you can do, but here are 3 really useful things that help. And by the way, if you want to know what all 5 steps are of my visibility system, I do have a new one-pager that you can download, and in fact, as a thank you for doing that on here, you actually get 2, and it's ways that you can be more visible and put yourself out there on social media. And also I cover the 5 steps, and what will happen is that on a weekly basis I'll share a little nugget that you can actually go and apply within your working situation, even if you're an employed professional or whether you're a business owner, spinning lots of plates, really busy, that will help you to raise your visibility. Now, just why am I even the person talking about this and sharing these 3 tips? These 3 tips in the last 6 months have helped me to have some really great successes. They've helped me, hey Amanda, they've helped me to have some really great successes. And I mean it when I say, if I can have those successes, absolutely so can you. You know, you don't need to have a huge audience, a huge following, a huge name. You know, you don't have to pay thousands on Facebook ads, for example. These are all very, very simple things. So simple that you will probably think, is that it? So, I remember in March when I was speaking to a friend, and a really great friend of mine, has been for a few decades, and when I was telling them what I'd gone through personally throughout my business, they actually they felt for me. They felt sorry for me. They worried about whether I was going to be okay. I'd just moved, remember? Me and the man had just moved and gone into lockdown in a new flat, and they were worried about me. So here on reflection are some of the things that made the biggest difference. It's like the smallest things that made the biggest difference. Now, this first one, I'm going to make no apology for this, because any of you, regardless of the sector or the industry you work in, you will have experienced this. You know that moment, and if you have, give me a thumbs up or a love heart. You know that moment where you have an idea and you think, oh, I really want to do this thing. Especially when we're business owners, we have all these great ideas and we think, oh, I really want to do this particular thing. You get really excited about it. You might even panic and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do it? Oh, that's it, we're back. You might even panic and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do it? This is where it starts, whether it's a dream, a goal, a desire, a plan, or something else, even an intention. Whatever that thing is, get some clarity around what the thing is, not how you're going to do it, but what the thing is, and walk intentionally into the direction of that dream, that goal, that plan. Every single person that I've ever worked with who's achieved something has actually started off by doing this, and not pay too much attention to it, because they just thought, well, this is something I'd like to do, and they've kind of thrown it out to the ethers. Now this sounds really silly. Here's how mine came about in March. I wondered, because everyone kept banging on about unprecedented times, I wondered whether my system would just literally stop working. I mean, you know, I'd lost a huge percentage of my clients. I was getting ready then, I thought, to run the London Marathon, which obviously didn't happen back then. And I needed to take some time off to go on jury service. And I really wanted to know, these visibility raising steps, will they still work now? Everything's changed. More people are on Zoom, more people on the internet. You know, more people are worried about where their business is going to go. Big brands are worried about it. So what I did was I said, okay, I think it might work. I'm not sure, but let me give it a shot. And all I then, from that moment, I had in my mind was, let's see how this will work. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Let's see how this will work. So I became curious, I became playful, and I started to delve in. And it's no irony that Monday is my coaching call day. So all my coaching calls I tend to stack up on a Monday. So in between coaching calls today, this has already become a theme. Maybe you want to, you know, really create that signature talk that you'll be able to use again and again. And there'll be part of you that says, oh, can I do this? Will it work? Will it happen? Keep walking throughout the direction of your dreams. So number one. Number two, believe in magic. Now, what do I mean by that? Because I know that sounds really fluffy and airy-fairy. In a time where every time you switch the TV on, read a newspaper, and many times you go on social media, everyone's talking about the doom and gloom of things, and how something may or may not happen, how difficult things are likely to be, how hard it is, how tough it is. That actually programs us, really slowly programs us to believe something that somebody else has put out on their agenda to be true. And that's not the case. So believe in magic. Now you've got that dream, that plan, that ambition, that goal, and you're walking towards the direction of it. Believe that it can happen. Whether you can or whether you can't, you're right, as the famous Henry Ford saying goes. So believe in that magic. And it might feel really magical to you to start off with. If you're thinking, oh, but you know, they're making redundancies, there's no way I'm going to get a promotion in the next year. That's you thinking and believing that it can't happen. Whereas if you believe in the magic of life, you literally will start to spot the opportunities that many people won't see, because they're still in the, ain't it awful, oh my gosh, this isn't going to happen. So believe in magic. And the third thing is, now you know exactly that you're walking towards the distance of your dreams. You're believing that even if people are saying that's not possible, it is totally possible. Do something every day to get you closer to that. It doesn't have to be labour intensive. I'm not asking you to spend 8 hours a day on that just one thing, but do something every day where you're doing it from a place of, this is happening, this has already happened, this is, you know, this isn't going to fail. Keep doing it step by step by step, and do something every day. And here's what I recommend you do. Whatever the thing is that you want to do every day, do that first before you've done anything else, before you've switched on the TV or read the newspaper or even had a good old scrape through social media. Do that thing first, and when you do it daily, you'll set yourself up for success. When you've done your thing today, then you'll know, okay, I'm going to do something else tomorrow. You can even plan it today, write it down, so that when you wake up, you don't even have to think about it. Grab the coffee and just do it. So, walk in the direction of your dreams, believe in magic, do something daily. Hopefully helpful. Let us know what you're working on. Let us know what you want to achieve. I love hearing what you're up to. Those 3 things alone helped me to raise my own visibility at a time that I didn't think was going to happen. So because I believed in that magic, it did, and I know it can for you too. If you've got any stories of anything that you believed in and it came to fruition, do share them under here. You never know who you'll inspire. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow for live at 11:45. Thanks for now. And if you've got a subject that you'd like me to cover, send me a message to the Queen of Being Seen page, and I will cover it for you. I can do that anonymously too. Bye for now.